Welcome, everyone, to Berkeley and California Memorial Stadium, where they've been filing in since early this morning, ready to support their sturdy Golden Bears. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see a team fresh and ready to go off of bye week, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on the 12th ranked team in the land, the California Golden Bears. 48 Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Vols will get us started with the opening kickoff. Looking for an alley from inside his own 20. Maybe if he could have eluded just one or two.
Entering accessibility screen, you have 20 options. Menu narration option is set to
been a big return, but they'll mark it at the 30. Set on first down. Looking to move it through the air. Grabbed in the middle, it's Brown. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. The Golden Bears come to the line in the hurry-up.
And a great job by the QB, finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Going for the big play. And it's incomplete. Good play downfield by the DB. The margin for error is so small in this conference. It's really imperative to get off to a good start in Big Ten play.
Especially, Reese, since you're adding so much talent now to this conference. But yet, year in and year out, you know the mainstays in this conference, but there's always some surprises. And I'll be interested to see how everybody starts off this season. Listen, this is your first opportunity, Palmer, in conference play, in a major conference, obviously in the Big Ten, to make your first statement.
And it's going to be taxing all season long for these players. Physically, obviously, and you expect that in the Big Ten Conference. But now adding all those West Coast teams, these guys are going to be flying back and forth across the country a lot this year. They have to get off to a fast start today. That's what makes this game so critical.
And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
And the Golden Bears have it with a 1st and 10. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. He'll pitch it. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. They're bringing heat. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
And you must do that against a guy of this caliber. This kind of QB will absolutely pick you apart. You got to get hurries. You got to get pressures. And when you can get hits and make him feel the physicality of the game, maybe you can take that guy and knock him down a few notches.
The 7th play of this opening drive will be a 3rd and long. Got a man. It's Brown. Touchdown, Golden Bears! What a grab and go for the score. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. A 70-yard touchdown drive, and they close the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. The kickoff unit about to go to work. He'll call for the fair catch here. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Blasted as he lets it go. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Yeah, and you don't see that often, right? This guy is elite. He's one of the best in the business. This is what he does for a living, obviously. That's why he gets paid millions of dollars. Yes, NIL is real. So I don't expect many misses from this guy like that.
On second down, they'll take to the air. He's got his man. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. And the Volunteers in the hurry up. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Tennessee.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Looks as if he's going to run it. And he's brought down after a nice gain. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Quickly complete. At the 40, there he goes. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. The Vols are flying down the field. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Offense will take that. 3-5 yards every time. Bad discipline by the defense.
Maybe can be a little more aggressive here after the offsides penalty. It's 1st and 5. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Pickup of 1, it's down at the 11. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He's looking to throw. He's got it on the move. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1.
And I love working the slot receivers, and you see so much of that. It's about matchups, right? I can put a fast guy in that slot, maybe get him matched up on a linebacker or a safety. I like working those guys in those matchups. Favorable for the offense for sure.
This offense trying to quieten the crowd on 1st and goal, and they are not cooperating. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Vols!
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. A 70-yard touchdown drive, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. On the move from inside his 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. Going to the ground. Runs for the tackle. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
And that is exactly why you stick to running the football. Haven't had a lot of success, but boom, you pop one, right? That's what you got to do. You cannot become one-dimensional and just throw the football every down. Love the offense sticking to the run. Nice job getting the first down.
They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a first down.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the first down, keep this drive rolling.
The Golden Bears have it with a 1st and 10. Brown has it. They make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Trying to get to it. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. He's in a world of trouble, and down he goes. A catastrophic loss on that play. He is a menace rushing the passer. Career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy, because he is going to sack you. That is a guarantee. Death, taxes, and sacks for that guy.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
And the Golden Bears will punt this one away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
They'll throw it on first down. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
Defensive linemen live to get after the quarterback, to get sacks, to get by those big hog mollies up front on the offensive line and say, you taste dirt.
That's the last thing you want as an offense, a negative play, a sack on first down. On second down, he'll fire. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. The Volunteers racing to the line in the hurry-up.
That's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
He's tackled at the 27. Second down. That's the end of the first quarter. With the score tied 7-7.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete. Third and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here. Just don't take a negative play. Here's the snap, looking to throw. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
I tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. Third and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up fourth.
It's 4th and 8, and never a hesitation. They'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires to the right. And that pass picked off. Got room on the return. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
You know, quarterbacks do not stare down receivers, especially when thrown over the middle of the field. You've got to look these safeties off. That was going to be a small window to throw into anyway, but staring at that wide receiver made the safety's job so much easier.
Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Coming after it. He'll throw one to his right. Got it in stride inside the 20. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play.
And that has got to be a coverage bust on defense. There is no way the receiver should have been allowed to be that open deep down the field. Somebody on defense blew their assignment.
The Golden Bears have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Makes his connection. Touchdown, Cal! Made the snag and strolled his way into the end zone. Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit over. It's a fake. The kicker wants to throw it. He makes the catch in the end zone, and that trickery works to perfection for the 2. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Fair catch called for and made. Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But
Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Fires it into traffic, and it's picked off. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision.
First down here for the offense. He wants to throw. Takes a hit as he fires. Got his man. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Golden Bears! They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
that's number 2 on the day, having a day. I mean, you know he's going to catch the football, and you know he's going to make plays after he catches. Those are the kind of guys that you feature and you find them, and they produce like this, you keep finding them.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get lathered up.
To the air on first down. And the defense gets to the quarterback. And the ball's moving quickly to the line. On second down, wants to throw. He's going up top. He's got it inside the 15. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Volunteers!
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He's going to bring it out from deep. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Offense is headed back onto the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. Offense in the hurry-up.
These guys aren't human. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes. And then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
Makes the grab inside the 30. And the tackle is made, but not before. That completion gets them 30+. And the Golden Bears have it with a 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Pocket starts to collapse. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Quarterback will keep it. Keeps it and got some room. Headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Cal! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Syracuse packed a wallop today, and in many ways felt like it packed Otto's Army with them too. This was supposed to be a road test, and instead it felt like a walk through the park in central New York. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
Comes out throwing on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. A flag flies in as this one falls incomplete. We'll see who it's on. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Line gets set, 1st down. He's looking to throw it. Catch in the middle, it's Flowers. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. Everybody and their brother showing blitz. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Offense getting set for 1st down. They'll go to the air. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
They'll try again on 2nd down after the incompletion. Fast motion from the offense. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. He'll just keep slinging it. Back open in the middle. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. He's looking downfield to throw. Fires to the right. And it's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been on par. Taking it the other way. The 20. The 10. Touchdown, Golden Bears. And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return.
And they come up with a huge pick six, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. That last pick six after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play.
And it's his 4th interception of the game. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Not only a great play, but tremendous discipline by this sophomore to make the pick. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. He'll come out throwing on first down. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. The Golden Bears want to crank the tempo.
This defense needed something to go right. Man, they're down big already in the first.
Lets it fly deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. They might need a telescope to find the first down marker, but they'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's incomplete, a missed opportunity.
Man, that is a big-time drop right there. Fourth down, opportunity to catch it, maybe get the first down. That is tough to swallow, but as a QB, I got to walk over to him and say, listen, dude, we're going to need you later on. I still believe in you.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Looking to move it through the air. Got his man quickly. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. New set of downs after that completion.
And that's a first down.
Red pass, it's complete. On the move at the 30. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. And the Volunteers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Expect some pressure coming from the blitz. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Wants to throw on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Pulls and fired complete. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee.
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Go into the half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this second half we can keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
And the point after is good. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs, on 1st down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points, but they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. He'll ride his man on the option. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. And the Golden Bears will hustle to the line. Getting some heat. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Golden Bears will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He's got great speed. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Getting late here in the 1st half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important, down 2 possessions, Dave, that they're able to score some points, and you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And such a good opportunity to cut it to a 1-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the 2nd half, because obviously, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Got it in the middle, it's Foster. And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the 1st down. They'll try to get it off quickly. He wants to throw. And this senior quarterback knows he had a chance that time and just put a little too much on it. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. No real chance on the return, but they've got it at the 34.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Keeps looking downfield. He'll let it go down the right side.
And you want consistency from your quarterback, man. You don't want the up and down. You don't want the roller coaster. And last week, man, you had the highs of highs. And now this week, just off. He's all over the place. He's not completing the ball at a high percentage. And you just want to find some middle ground and some consistency so this offense can find out exactly who they are and build it consistent.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Pressure coming. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
With the score, Cal 36, Tennessee 21.
Got things teed up and just about ready to go here in the second half. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the 3rd quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring drive.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here would be huge.
The give to the back. Just plowing ahead. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David, and they're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring drives together. Don't abandon the run.
Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. He's going to pass. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Touchdown balls! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this is now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Auburn had an impressive showing there on the Plains, winning this one by double digits, although it felt like it could have been more. Somewhere even Bo Jackson is impressed with this one. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way, but I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. Things have been clicking along nicely, Jesse, but they have to make sure they keep it up.
Yeah, they got to wake up. It seems like they've been a bit lackadaisical here the last few drives, maybe as we've seen this lead dwindle a little bit, David. So they need a bit of a spark here to get that mojo back.
Yeah, and you always have the adjustments, and then your opponent adjusts, and now they got to readjust now because this game's getting a little bit tighter than they like.
Showing the arm strength to the left. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Cal!
Well, this offense looked unstoppable in the first half, lighting up the scoreboard, and it doesn't look much different here in the second half. They take their first drive of the third quarter, march it down the field, and score. There's no end in sight for these guys.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Oh, he's going to take a chance and bring it out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They clearly found that dude. They score here, we're in for a ball game.
He wants to throw it, feeling some heat. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm thinking about chipping this defensive end with running backs. I'm leaving my tight ends in to help this tackle because we cannot block him. He's already got 2 sacks.
They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. And you want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. Line getting set on second down. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. This place is alive, and they love to force this offense into another mistake. This offense has a second down play. From his end zone, he'll go up top. Throws to the wideout. And it's another interception as his assault on the record book continues. Touchdown, Golden Bears! The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return. And he makes the extra point. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. He'll call for the fair catch here. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. Makes the catch. It's Harmon. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The Vols want to move quickly. Defense looks as if it's coming. They'll try to run for it. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
You got to wonder if that's a moral victory for this offensive line, because they have not been running the ball well at all game long. But on that short yardage situation, they finally pick it up, and maybe that's going to be the catalyst for them to get this thing going and spark the run game.
Going up top on first down. Unleashes it on the run. Makes the catch at the 20. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. Looking to go up top on first down. He's got it and still on his feet. Touchdown, Volunteers! That is the ultimate grab and go for the score.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
The AT unit on the field. Splits the uprights. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. Now it's a 2-possession game, maybe a 2-point conversion needed in there, down by 15 as they're about to kick it off. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. Gets it back, the sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
He fires one deep down the right side. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Trying to find his man on first down. They're trying to get to it. And the quarterback is snowed under. And the Golden Bears are in the hurry up. Looking to throw on second down. Buying some time. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. And maybe this guy was hoping somebody would bail him out, like a tuck rule or something.
Not going to be so lucky this time around. Give the defense credit. This pass rush is serious. It's real. And this quarterback...
Touchdown, Tennessee! Reeled it in and just made the house call. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside the 10, here he comes. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16.
Take over. First and 10.
The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. It gets you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
They'll line up for a second down play. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Quarterback extends the play. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be third down.
You can't rest on your laurels as a quarterback. We know how much success he had last game when he completed over 70% of his throws. This game, though, he's just a little bit off. At times he looks like he's pressing. He hasn't been overly accurate, and that's the reason why he's completing somewhere around 50% of his passes.
Third and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Right down the middle. Almost intercepted, and what a... That could have been, but they still force a fourth down.
Well, in the first half, this offense was up and down the field. It seemed like everything they were dialing up was working. And here we are in the third quarter, and there's a very rare incompletion on their own end of the field. Maybe that's the play the defense needs now to spark some momentum.
He only needs a sliver of daylight. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
This guy is putting up some numbers today, approaching that Joey Kent, Marcus Nash territory.
He's been unbelievable. There's just no way to stop him.
Throws toward the end zone. And that pass is intercepted. Really nice focus by this sophomore, and he jumped on his chance to make a play.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, and making a big play.
Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
And there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
That's the type of explosive play you love to start a drive with. First down from the 42. They'll try the run, and they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. The Golden Bears headed quickly to the line. The give to the back. Finally pulled down, but not before moving the chains for a first down.
I love when players understand the situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
He leaves it with his back. Oh, gives him the tough stiff arm. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on first down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the third quarter.
Third down coming up. That's the end of our play. With the count 50. Tennessee scores 2.
Trying to pick up a first down. They'll leave it with him. Makes his man miss. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
And the Golden Bears will have it 1st and 10. Power football with the run. Defense there to stop him at the 20. Let's give him 3 yards on that carry. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Running back searching for a hole. Dropped after a pickup of 4 down to the 16.
I think they called that knowing they weren't going to hit a home run. So why would you call it that? Well, you call it so third down becomes an easier down. It's not 3rd and long where I have to pass the football. Now all options on the table.
They've controlled the football on this drive. The 8th play will be a 3rd and 3. Wide receiver coming across in motion. And it's incomplete on 3rd down. Now this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could... Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover.
Man, we needed that so bad. We needed the football, had to get a stop, forcing a turnover. Best case scenario, offense back on the field, trailing in the 4th quarter. Time to go win it.
Handoff to the lone back. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go.
I think one of the keys to this defense's success all season has been how good they've been stopping the run. They are a top 10 unit when it comes to rushing defense, and it's helped them out this year down in the red zone.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Fires and picked off. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Second down coming up. They think there's room to run to the right here. They get him down, but not before he picks up 5 down to the 17-yard line.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
Third play of the drive, and they need to make something happen here on 3rd and long. Caught in the backfield, it's Vincent. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. They're throwing for it on 4th down. They're bringing heat. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on downs.
I know that was tough, but as a quarterback, you got to know on 4th down, you cannot take a sack. Any way, shape, or form, you've got to be able to get rid of that football and give it an opportunity. That time, I know it wasn't blocked perfect, but the quarterback's got to have more sense of urgency.
Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. He'll take the deep shot. Makes the grab down the left side. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. The Volunteers want to pick up the tempo. They'll throw it on 1st down. Extending the play. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. The pocket broke down, and the quarterback had to take the sack.
Really impressed by this pass rush, Reese. Just guys winning their individual battles one-on-one up front. They're able to get to the quarterback.
A 1st down sack can be a drive killer. Now it's 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. Going to take a shot at this DB. Fires the pass. Intercepted. Bringing it back. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
That's number 2. That's a good year for a lot of people. What a day. Having 2 interceptions already. I might try my hand on the other guy. This guy is not somebody I want to mess with.
Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive.
And they got him for the sack. They gave up the sack on first down. Now it's 2nd and 11. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And that's why you always want to be pursuing the football. QB scrambling, he rolls out to the right, but don't quit if you're on defense. Get somebody after the QB. They got to him, they hit him, and forced the incompletion.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Still looking, on the move. They get to him as he throws. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's got it and they convert. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there.
That was such a risky call. With the lead late in the game, to go for it on 4th down, that could have been disaster if they don't get it. But with the conversion, now the question, is that enough to ice this thing and win the game?
The sweet feet buy a little time. Ample time in the pocket and lets it go to the left. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27. We'll see how the offensive coordinator pieces together this drive down late in the 4th. Snags it quickly on the left. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the 1st down. And the Vols come to the line in the hurry-up.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get 2 bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the 1st down.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. He's looking to throw it. He's taking a deep shot. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Looking for more room. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Cal. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
Really nice drive by this offense. This is a top 10 defense. This is a challenge. They're going to make everything difficult. So when you can make some plays against this defense, you got to absolutely take advantage, create some momentum.
It's a fake, and the kicker's going to throw it. He makes the grab in the end zone. They must have seen something on film as they turn the fake into the 2-point conversion. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick 6, and that defense will come out feeling it. Fair catch called for and made. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to...
Brings it in down the left side. Oh, look out! Touchdown, Vols! And once he got loose, it was all over.
There we go. There's step one. There's a lot of things that needs to happen for this offense, but they started with the touchdown. Time's ticking out. We got to go for 2 here. Cut this to 8, or we maybe can get another score and get that 2-point conversion to tie it.
On the option. Tackled there by the defense.
No, he's short. And I tell you what, the QB, you see down this area, it's so short. You only got a couple yards you got to get. He thought he could get it, went downhill, tried to get there, but the defense says no, sir.
Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. Great spot to start this drive for the offense. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. A first down for the offense. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Trying to get to it. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. The Golden Bears in the hurry-up. Quarterback will audible. He's back to throw on second down. Fires toward the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be third down.
Man, it's so hard to play defense nowadays. You got a strike zone where you can hit people. You get flagged for targeting. You get flagged for pass interference. That was beautiful. Great job in the end zone, making it a hard window to throw into, and when he caught it, making him feel you.
Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand. Throws for the tight end. Got his man downfield. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. And the Golden Bears with the 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Lets it fly. He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Golden Bears. With that last score, things comfortable here in the 4th as they are headed to a 7-1 record. Game is essentially over right now, and you wonder if it's really necessary to jack up the score like this.
It might not be necessary, but it won't be forgotten. I can tell you that, because coaches, they don't forget things like this. Late in games, you want to run the score, get that extra touchdown. I'll get the chance in the future to do this back to you. I like to just keep it in the back of your mind.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. The deficit is large, hope is fainting, but they'll try to finish strong.
They made a lot of mistakes in this game, and that's why it looks like they're going to take the L. Lots of things to improve on, lots of things to coach upon, and at this point, I think if you're a head coach, David, you're just trying to see which of your guys aren't quitting late in the game.
Yeah, which is a real thing, by the way. Who's going to compete to the final whistle? What do we talk about all the time? Coaches are always preaching to these guys. Don't worry about the scoreboard. Just compete as hard as you can. So, good opportunity to try to finish this game with something positive.
The offense lining up for a first down play. Snapped it in the shotgun. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
Quarterback wants to throw on second down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are. You're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. The timeout stops the clock with 10 seconds to play.
Timeout, California.
And the Volunteers line it up with a first and goal. He's looking to throw. He's got it. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. Well, look what we have here, guys. After all the early season doubts, these guys have put together a winning streak.